NBA is off and running.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
And if you guys are confused at home, by the way, we're talking about Cooper Wesley flag. Just his full government name.
right.
Little tease there.
But speaking about government names, I have no other way to really get back to it. But there is a lot of stuff going on in the WNBA that keeps continuing. So, what we got going?
CBA drama continues. I think we're going to say this every week that the lockout's probably inevitable. But Adam Silver was on the Today Show to promote the NBA, and host Craig Melvin asked him about the WNBA players lobbying for better pay and saying they get 9% of total revenue compared to 50% for NBA players. Should they get a higher percentage of revenue in the WNBA? Silver responded, I think share isn't the right way to look at it because there's so much more revenue in the NBA. I think we should look at absolute numbers in terms of what they're making, and they are going to get a big increase in this cycle of collective bargaining, and they deserve it. Now, what does this mean? Because they're fighting for a revenue share more so than the increase. They want the increase, but they really want the revenue share more so than anything else. The problem with Silver's statement is that it makes clear that the WNBA's stance on the CBA negotiation is to not tie pay increase to revenue sharing. The players are so woefully underpaid right now that an increase in player salaries, for example, the league supermax going from $294,000 to $1 million, seems on the surface like a massive increase, but does nothing to actually address the pay inequity in terms of revenue. In a league where 2025 WNBA revenue is projected at $1 billion, team valuations have risen from $50 million to $500 million, and the league's media rights deal has increased from $65 million to over $200 million per year. Revenue sharing has become a central plank for the players' negotiating platform. Dr. David Berry, a reputable sports economist, wrote in the New York Times that WNBA's share of revenue fell from 11% to 7% during the last CBA. He goes on to say that in an equitable system, players like Asia Wilson and Alyssa Thomas should be getting paid around $400 million a year. And then you have Nobel Prize economist Claudia Golden added that the WNBA players are so underpaid it's, quote, embarrassing. So as we said in previous weeks, it's probably going to go towards a lockout. It seems like the one thing that they're wanting, that they're not backing down on, is this revenue share. And it seems like the league, which NBA is part owner of the WNBA, is not wanting to give a revenue share, even though they have revenue share for NBA players. They're not wanting to do it with the WNBA. So thoughts?
I mean, did you say that? Did you say 400 million and not 4 million?
For
how much Asia and Alyssa Thomas should be made? I thought I heard you say 400 million.
No, I said 4 million.
I heard 4 million, but I was also reading 4 million. So
yeah,
no, I said 4 million.
Okay,
I said like 500 million for 50 to 500.
Okay. I was just like, I thought I heard 400 million.
Did it correctly, John. Listen with your ears.
Sorry, he just wanted clarity. That's
clarity on that because I knew 4 million, but I was just like,
4 million. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we can get to Shohei Ohtani numbers she's won. We can do it, guys.
Yes, we can do it. But yeah, they're making around the 200,000 a year, and they should be making not from their endorsement deals like Asia has Nike, and I think Alyssa Thomas is also with Nike and everything else, Gatorade, so on and so forth. But that just from the league itself, that both of them should be making around 4 million a year.
The University of Kentucky men's basketball team payroll is $22 million. This is stupid. That's my thought.
Yep. No. But also at the same time, I mean, why play for a league that isn't really even listening to you? Nope. But I mean, also I didn't know about the revenue drop, from 11% to 7%. So they know to look at that CBA and figure out who is their figurehead or who's the one doing the conversations, and maybe have a little bit of a change there within their own leadership. But yeah, I'm just excited to see unrivaled grow this year because it just seems to be a little bit more exciting, and that's where these ladies are going to get some pay, and well deserved. So yeah, we'll see if that expands to 5 people or 5 person team in the coming years.
We shall see. We shall see. And I think they're starting to create this league that they're wanting it to be kind of like a G League for the WNBA. And it's 4 teams, Tampa, Savannah, Charlotte, and one other city. It's the Southeast Coast that they're so you're seeing more and more leagues come out. You have Athletes Unlimited. So basketball in general, both men's and women's, is really pushing forward. People are wanting to see it. Leagues are popping up. 3x3, 5-on-5. So yeah, it would behoove the WNBA and NBA to make a deal with these women.
Yeah.
Or you're going to see them kind of go to other leagues that are for them and by them.
Because if there's a lockout, Paige Beckers will definitely be at some flag football game like Kevin Durant was during their lockout. Because there was a video of her playing catch with some NFL player of the weekend. Girl's got a cannon.
Yeah,
and so does Kelsey Plum.
Yes, she does. We've seen that throw.
She's got cannons. Yeah,
I didn't say that, but
that's not what you said.
No,
that's what I totally heard.
She's got a cannon.
I thought you said 400 million. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
And I would walk 400.
Yeah, but hey, they have until the 31st to get the shit figured out. It is fast approaching. It's going to be next week or a little bit after. And will we see a new commissioner for the WNBA? Will Adam Silver step in and actually name somebody, or will he basically get rid of the previous and act as interim until they can find a replacement? We'll see. But got government shutdowns. Why not have NBA or a WNBA?
Yeah.
Might as well. On that,
Yep.
but